Today is a new day, oh, and I'm thankful. No time for regrets, no, no, but I'm hopeful. So many didn't get a chance, nah, nah. So be grateful. Hey, things might not go my way, but me not complain. Life is a blessing, me I stay thankful.
We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Why not head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, SPRB Radio Podcast, and hit the notification button so we can keep you up to date whenever we go live.
What is it? Well, it's Team Awone of the Black Stones.
Yes, I'm Junior Bailey, a member of the Black Stones.
Hi, I'm AJ Franklin of the Black Stones.
Greetings, my name is Amanda J. Christos.
Yeah, Leon Leaf of the Black Stones. Just want to big up SPRB Radio Podcast with 10-Star General and Sharon Mango. Big up Black Stones. I say that every time. And carry on supporting the great sweet music of Jamaica. Reggae music that's gone worldwide, all over the planet, even out to Mars and Jupiter. Big up the thing, man. Enough respect.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping everybody can hear me clearly. I'm your host, 10-Star General, alongside
Sharon Mango. So excited to be here.
Right. It's a good day to be here. The last time we were here, we're having all sorts of, I was having all sorts of problems with StreamYard, and we seem to have rectified it. I've got a cup of holy water in the background, just in case I have to do some splashing, dashing, you know what I mean? But today we have a wonderful guest who's going to be on our show today. He is the phenomenal Jah Mega out of the UK, and we're going to bring him in a moment, but let me just ask the beautiful Sharon Mango all the way down there in sunny New Jersey. Wagwan.
Well, you know what? It is sunny today. It is a nice, beautiful day. It's coming down to fall, so it's like in between, but it's beautiful. But greetings, one and all. I'm so happy to be here with our phenomenal guest, Jah Mega. And hoping one and all is doing well. We look forward to today's show. Again, as 10-Star, reiterating what 10-Star said, we had a few issues, so we brought Jah Mega back, and holy water sprinkled all over. We should not have any issues today. So excited to be here, 10-Star.
Yes, that most definitely. For those who are on Facebook, yes, we are streaming live on Facebook, if you find it comfortable on Facebook. And we are also on YouTube. So once again, if you're choosing to view the show on Facebook, it's SPRB Radio Channel on Facebook. Also, if you want to join us on YouTube, then the place to be is SPRB Radio Podcast on YouTube. Yes. I always forget to say this, so I want to remember it today. Please help us to subscribe.
Please like and subscribe and share.
Yes.
Sharing is caring. Yes.
There we go.
Sharing is caring.
All right. So big up who is logged in right now. I want to send out a big congratulations to The Blackstones, as you all know, Blackstones are celebrating 50 years in the music industry. So I did want to make mention of that. They have a big, huge show. I should have been there this week, but I could not make it. So the Blackstones are going to be in Wolverhampton tonight. If you are going to be there, it's going to be a phenomenal show. The Duke Sparky Melody is going to be performing. Amanda J. Christos, my good friend Frenchie King, and I want to bless up the entire members of the Blackstones who are going to be performing tonight. So if you are going to be in Wolverhampton, that's the place to be. I don't have the advert to hand because I would have played it. Now, as we do the interview, I'm going to try and find the advert. If I can play it, I will do that today. But Wolverhampton is the place to be if you are going to be around that region. Okay, so we're going to introduce our wonderful guest today. Like I said, we had some issues the last time. We weren't going to stop there because I had the intention of bringing him back. He is back. We've resolved some of the issues with StreamYard, and today he's going to be our guest. So here he is, the great Jah Mega. Jah Mega.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me loud and clear, right?
Nice and clear. Look at you, nice and clear. We love it.
All right, so let me just do this. One sec.
The Live Conversation Show.
See, my little bits and pieces, you know, spice up the show. Jah Mega, how you doing, sir?
Because I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Hear us. Can you not hear us?
I can.
Okay.
No, I can't hear anything. I can see you guys blessed and everything, but I can't hear nothing.
All right. So come out and then come back in. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is
I'll tell you what. Let me exit.
The devil is busy. Go out and come back.
Let me exit and come back in, yeah?
Yeah.
See? All right, just give me a second.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. All right.
The issues are on his end. Not today, Jesus. Not today.
It's not with me. All right.
No,
so
it's
this
not
is what
me.
we're gonna do. We're gonna play a video. Okay. These things do happen. All right. Don't bust a blood vessel. All right. Stick with us, ladies and gents. He's gonna be here. In the meantime, check this.
Big up yourself here now, they don't know. Yeah, come on here.
Now, this is a video of Jah Mega. The song he's actually about to perform is a song for a good friend of mine, Scooby Santino, who quite a few years ago was murdered. And Scooby, if you do remember, used to be an artist with One Love Sound, and he was brutally murdered on his way home on the, I think it was White City area, underpass. He was brutally murdered. I'll save you the details. But it was a good friend of mine, and I got to know that Jah Mega had done a tribute song to Scooby Santino, also a guy called Shaka, and so many other artists. But this is where I got to know about Jah Mega. So take a listen to this.
Watch it. Yeah.
Well, let me just hold it there. So, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear everybody loud and clear. Give thanks. Bun
Nice.
no?
Nice.
All
Burn
right.
crosses, we're there.
All right. Let me just sprinkle some holy water on the screen.
I feel like the sage and all them
Yeah.
things,
Listen, this is where I got to know you from when you were with Peckins Records, and somehow you did a tribute to a good friend of mine, Scooby Santoon, was brutally murdered. We're going to talk about everything, but in the meantime, I just want the listeners to all right, I'm hearing some crackling. All right, we're going to prod on anyway. But this is where I got to know Jah Mega from. Just one more check. Can you hear me?
I can hear everything, yeah.
Okay, and you can hear me too, Sharon, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. All I'm gonna ask Jah Mega, while we play this video one more time, I'm gonna ask you to exit the building and come back in. All right?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Okay. So here we go again. We're gonna play this from the top, ladies and gentlemen.
Peckins, don't vent, big up yourself here, and you don't know. Yeah, come down here. Watch it.
Remember you in the song, really and truly. Remember you should have been back on. Santino, Jah know we miss you so. Hey, only my artist with a one. Scooby like should have never gone. I can't believe what they say. My project life in a subway, but you kill Scooby, I forget the fire. Police say them not done. Just know them a like a done. Rest of them never retire because justice is what is required. Scooby, I say you should not live alone. We have to remember you in a song. Really and truly, I know they should not live alone. Tell me what they is going on. Hey, Scooby, I say your memory live on. I remember you in song, really and truly. I know you should have never gone. Tell me what's going on. As you see it, I saw me up and talk. Them kill Scooby, so I'm gonna shot me back. Whoever do it, to you I'm talking. When they get shot, only back shot will be talking. They should have never touched Scooby. Now they get someone go on the rise up and lose it. I know, what kind of thing they might do me? You should have never gone. Hey yo, really and truly. You should have never gone. I guess you tell me what they got going on. Hey yo, Scooby, I say you never really gone. So we have to remember you in song. Really and truly, I know you should have never gone. Tell me what's going on. Santino. Fire.
Yeah, that was Jah Mega performing at an event quite a few years ago. Jah Mega is here. Can you hear me? No, you can't hear me.
Jah Mega, you can't hear. Can you not hear us?
All right, you're gonna have to go out and come back again. Go out and come back again.
Go out and come
Go
back.
out. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to go out and come back. Go out and come back. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna
It's
try and make
definitely on his side that he's having
Yeah.
issues. But this is going to happen today.
Now,
This
Des
is happening today.
Delete has made a request. Let's see what he has to say.
How can I get
So-
my music playing on the show?
For anybody who wants to get the music or wants to get a feature on this show that we do here, we're open to doing that. But you must submit your music to and your bio. And if you want to suggest anybody, really and truly, just email us at sprbradio@gmail.com. SP for Peter.
Peter.
RB radio@gmail.com. And we'll be happy to review your music and take it from there, really. So that's how you can do that. Okay. Let's see. He's back in the building. Jah Mega.
Yes, sir.
Lord have mercy.
The gremlins are
I can hear you, but you're crackling really bad.
I'm crackling.
Yeah.
You lot are crackling too. I don't know what I want. When I test the mic, everything's cool, but
Right.
No.
We're going to work with it. Let's just see how far we can go with it. All right. And all right. So we're going to do that. We're going to work with it. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive us for the audio sound, but we are going to march on with it. We've tried everything on the technical side from our side, but there seems to be an issue. I believe it's from Jah Mega's side, but we're going to move on. Right. Jah Mega. Many a year ago, I heard about you from that Pekin record that we just played, which was a tribute to Scooby Santino. And I had an interest in getting you on my show right from that period. Share with us who you are, where you were born, and where you grew up.
All right. Well, as everybody knows, my name is Jah Mega.
Yeah. Okay, it's not happening. Get some holy water, Sharon.
Listen, no.
Yeah. It's definitely from his end.
I'm back again.
Yes, you're back again. So,
I think it could be your internet.
So,
review your internet.
My dad, Jamaican.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not happening. It's not happening with him. Okay, we may have to cancel this one.
No, we're not canceling, you know. We're not going to cancel. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. I don't know why it's doing that. When we tested it,
check your internet. Check your internet.
And my internet's fine. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah. Seems to have cleared up a bit now.
What are you on your phone, iPad? What are you doing? What are you on?
Using my phone.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do?
So what you gonna do?
Let me turn off my mic, and Sharon, let me just hear you and Jah Mega and see what's going on.
Okay, off your mic. Same thing. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you can hear me. It's not you, Tenstar. Okay, good. It's not. Well, your mic is off now, Tenstar.
So me then. It must be me then.
All right,
No,
so Sharon,
yes.
Mute your mic now, please. Just mute your mic. I'm going to mute my mic for now. And Jamaica, you just say where you're from.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, it's him. He's frozen. All right. So, Jamaica, we're going to have to cancel this because it's not going to happen. Yeah? There's a technical issue from your end.
Oh, my end,
Yeah. So we're gonna have to review it. Unfortunately, again,
I don't
we've
think we
tried.
should cancel it though.
Yeah,
Again.
I don't know how.
Before we came into the thing, it was fine, and now we're live.
Yeah.
Try again.
Yeah.
All right, one more time, yeah? Let's give me a second.
All right.
One more time, yes.
So I'm gonna drop down, Sharon. I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop down and I'm going to let you and Jamaica interact. I'm gonna do some things in the background while you conduct.
But it's not you. That's the thing. It's not even you. That's the whole thing.
I know it's not me. But it's from his side, and it could be something as simple as his browser, because I'm not too sure what browser he's using. Recently, I had to come off Microsoft's browser, also. Yeah. Well, normally we don't have this issue with our artists, but for some reason on the phone, and maybe it's better for him to try and get a laptop or something. All right. Next week we are going to have. That's going to be the week. When is that? The 21st of September. We are going to have
Shining Stars.
The Shining Stars on the show. They're going to be featuring on the show. They're going to be talking about the merry-go-round rhythm or the merry-go rhythm. Okay. And which is the producer is Alison Mason. So we're going to have people like Andrew Slowly and quite a few others who are going to be featuring on the show.
Quite a few people.
So they're going to be on the show. And then towards the end of September, we're going to have Amanda J. Christos. She's also performing alongside the Blackstones this evening. All right. That's at Wolverhampton. So once again, we're just going to, let me just play this one more time. All right.
There was another one. What was that video?
Yes, you are right, Kathy. Google Chrome is the best. Google Chrome is the best. I recommend it to everyone. I had to come off Microsoft because it just zoomed out the image on my computer was enormous and I couldn't do anything about it. So I had to revert to Google Chrome and I'll never turn back. All right. So once again, apologies to all that have tuned in. We are trying to get Jah Mega back. He is here. Bear with us.
And I can hear you loud and clear. How sound now?
It's the same. But Sharon, I'm going to drop down and do some stuff in the background. Conduct the interview as best you can. And then if it makes sense to continue, we'll do that. But if not, I'll see what will happen. So I'm going to be the editor behind the background today. All right. So Sharon, go ahead.
Jah Mega, can you hear me good? You hear me loud and clear?
Fine. Can you hear me?
Lovely. Yes. So we're going to work with this because
am I still
the
crackling?
devil now stop with till there. So
am I still crackling though?
Not as much.
Okay.
Perhaps not even as much, but either way, I think that we're good. So we're just going to go into it. So we asked you, last question was like, where you from? Were you born? My dad, all that. So go into that real quick.
Yeah. Mom is from. Yeah, Jamaica is a West Londoner by birth. To St. Lucian mommy, Jamaican daddy.
Oh, is it? St. Lucian? Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I traveled from when I was young. So from 9 months, I started traveling. I went to St. Lucia. Okay. I came back. I went to Jamaica when I was about 4. Come back again. Went to live in St. Lucia when I was 7. So for the early years of my life, I was traveling quite a bit. I settled over settled in St. Lucia.
Mm.
And I came back here maybe 1 or 2 times, but I was mainly over there till I was about 19. You know what I mean? So
Oh wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, mostly all of my youth is over there. You know what I mean? So as much as I'm born over here, for the most part, I'm not that much of an English boy, you know?
So let me see. That's a
Yeah.
long time. So you went to school there and everything.
Yes, primary school,
Your high
secondary
school, all
school.
of that, your young years, primary, all
Yeah.
of that. That's St. Lucia.
Right. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you know, them years of your life is when you experience most of your firsts. So
Well,
my
that's what it is,
memories
yeah.
of most of my firsts are back in the Caribbean, you know what I mean, in St. Lucia. So beautiful memories.
Oh, lucky you. Should we all be lucky like that? I'll tell you right now.
Beautiful to yeah, the musical influence is from there as well, as much as my dad's side, because he's the musician, you know. But
Okay,
my time
so
over there.
your
So
dad is a musician.
Yeah, my dad, he's a singer like myself, write music, make music and thing, you know. So all of that comes from him, you know.
Okay.
But you could say St. Lucia raised me, you know.
Yeah, well, it did.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So being a youngster over there, I suppose not being born there, it was like being on holiday throughout my whole youth. You know what I mean? So everything was new to me, was all an adventure, you know.
Yeah.
So that just inspired me. Still inspires me up to a day like today, you know.
Wow, lucky you. So because your father was a musician, yeah?
Yeah.
Your father sang. When did you actually feel like that's what you wanted to do? Did you accidentally get into like what is it because your dad was a musician, or like what was it that sparked it for you?
Well, I always liked music, but never really thought it's something I could do until about say like my second year in secondary school. They were
Okay.
auditioning for a music club, and you had to do a little vocal rendition. So yeah, my friend at the time, we decided to go and do a little something. And from being in that music club, that's when I started to find out, you know what, I've actually got something to offer here musically, you know. And I started to know within myself more than just believe, you know, that this is something I could really be good at, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so your auditions, was it singing? Because you don't just sing, you toast as well. But what did you do first? You were toasting or were you singing first? Which was it?
I was actually toasting first, but
That's what I thought.
yeah. I got to realize that I'm a better singer than toaster. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was advised to stick to what you do best, you know. But I love toasting as well. So I suppose I've developed a style where I can implement my vocal ability and mesh it with the toasting, you know. So I have my own little style of doing that, you know. But
That's not always easy to do. Yeah, that's what I've noticed with you. It's not always easy. So that's why I asked you which was first, the toasting or the singing. So now we know.
Yeah.
So when did you start to go ahead? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying originally I never wanted to sing. I thought that was for the soft boy them, you know what I mean? Like Michael Jackson and all them thing. I didn't want to sing the high note and nothing like that.
You said for the soft boy them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. It was listening to Garnet Silk. I was amazed that was a man singing. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And from I heard that, it just made me just see music and hear music differently.
So, in terms of writing, were you copying? Okay, Garnet Silk. Okay, Garnet Silk was an inspiration to you when it comes to the singing, yeah. But were you, in terms of toasting, like when you were writing, like where were your words coming from? Were you copying a particular artist, or were you just naturally writing and putting these words together? Like, how did that work for you?
Well, I always had a love for poetry, So that gave
There
me a
is.
little ability in
There it
regards
is.
for, you know, like even the vocabulary, you know. So being able to find little words and how to put them together, you know. But initially, when I couldn't figure out how to get a flow or anything like that, what I would do is take my favorite song, you know, whether it's a toasting song, whether it's a lovers or whatever, a conscious song, and I would take the flow and put my own words to it. You understand?
Ah, yes, I do understand. Yes, I do. I do.
That's how I
I do.
started
I
writing.
do.
So
Yeah, and
I
that
was
makes a lot
smashing
of
flows.
sense.
I was
Yeah.
biting flows, but I was just putting my own words to it. So I would develop my writing skill, you know, and you learn where not to put too much, where you're putting too little, and you start to develop how you're comfortable within your writing skill, you know. And yeah, that's how
that
that's
makes a
how
lot of sense.
yeah.
Well, it does. It makes a lot of sense because in a song is a whole storyboard, right? So you have the very beginning, then you have your lyrics, then you have your melodies coming in between, maybe some background vocals. Who knows? Depending on what you're listening to. Then you have the bridge. It's a whole thing when you're writing, right? It's a whole thing. So that was a very good one. I think a lot of us started that way. You know, you hear a song, you be like, I would have said this, or I would have said that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I understand the structure and how that propelled you. So when you go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. You go.
Oh, so I was gonna say, 19 years old in St. Lucia, you then what? Go back to the UK?
I then come back to the UK.
You did. Okay.
Initially, when I come back, I studied sound engineering because, as you know, music's my passion. So I done a city and guilds in sound. I wanted to do music production, but there was no space on the course. You know what I mean? So I did sound engineering. But the way how that worked out is that I got to understand more in depth about sound quality and about what you're looking for from a recording in regards to, again, the quality and the level of sound quality you're dealing with and how everything should balance. You know what I mean? That's a whole, the sound engineering part of it is like a whole art in itself.
It is 100%,
you know?
yes.
And you get to study about frequencies and vibrations and all these kind of things. And I don't think I would have gone into that kind of depth if I'd done music production. I would have just been focusing on the musical part. So, and that has helped me because I'm a DIY artist. You understand? So that is me when I listen to my music now, and when I mix my music and everything. You know, I have that background in the sound engineering that helps me to understand that it's almost like safety first, sound quality first. You know what I mean? And then you can then implement everything nice where you want to implement, you know?
Yeah. That was a good look. That was very smart young man to get into that. That's a whole nother aspect of music that people don't even. Some people get the opportunity to do that, but as a young man, you were quite focused on. I mean,
Find it boring. There's no glamour in sound engineering. You understand?
There's no glamour. Listen, you said the right word. Talk up the things. You said the right word, because for those young coming up, and if they see this, there is no glitz and glamour. It's real work in there. You gotta have a good ear. You gotta have a good ear for that. So
being in
it's
in the reggae thing now, you have, I think that's one of the genres where the sound engineer is held in very high regard. You know what I mean? Almost to a legendary status. You know what I mean? You have sound engineer from back in the day, Studio One days, all these kind of thing, and these man's name live on just through everybody know. If you want that mix, that's who you go to. You understand?
Right.
In other genres, it's more like if you know, you know. But reggae is a thing where even if you don't listen to the music deeply, you still know who certain people are in the background that mix and produce, and you understand?
Yeah.
So one of the few genres that put them thing, highlight them thing, and really respect the quality, the sound quality, you know, when a man can mix something proper. You understand?
Yeah, because it's the fact you don't have an understanding of the foundation of reggae music, right? Roots rock reggae. Let's say roots rock reggae. You can put lovers to the side, but roots rock reggae is a foundation base, right? Which is your drums and your keyboards, right?
Yeah.
And your bass guitar. Well, the bass and the drum must always be in syncopation, right? And
That's
from
right.
those rooted elements, those very rooted elements right there is that's the base foundation. And if
Yes.
you're not able to have those syncopate, you don't got it, especially in reggae.
Yes.
It has
Yes.
to flow a certain way. You can add everything else to it, but that foundation
That's the
must be there.
authenticity, you know.
Right there.
That's the authenticity, you know. That's the root of the tree, you know.
That's the root.
Yeah. Drum and bass is like the heartbeat, you know.
100%.
Everything else stem from that, you know. You could say the brain and the heart, you know, but it's more like the heart.
No matter how you put it, it's the brain and the heart. Has to. If you don't have that, there is no foundation. So that's real.
Like you said, even if you want to do more commercial type of reggae, a lovers type of reggae, no matter what twist you want to put on it, you have to adhere to certain rules in the thing.
You have to.
Yes. And
yes.
the thing has to chop a certain way, it has to drop a certain way. And that's just how real reggae is and how it's made, no matter where you are, what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's like real hip hop or real rap, and you make it the traditional way, you know? And then you add your flavors, you know?
So for you now, when was your so you come back to London, you go to school now. When does Jah Mega start recording, like recording? Like, how did that happen for you? And what was your first recording?
Oh, my first recording. Wow. I think when I was in college, as you do, like everybody raps, everybody does a little thing, you know, you have friends that rapped and stuff like that. And we used to do quite a lot of little things together. So my first recordings would have been with them, you know.
Okay.
I was more interested in working in a collective when I was younger. You know, I felt more joy in just working around different people and vibing off of people, and I was just happy to do a little chorus or something in the background and just live off of the vibe of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Not really that I didn't want to work, but I just enjoyed it. You know what I mean? But yeah, my first recordings would have been with my friends. You know? Proper. When talking about proper recording, proper outer road, it will probably be with Peckins, you know, because before that it's just little thing, try a thing, try and get a little play up on a station, and you know, but officially, man, I have to salute Peckins, you know.
And how old were you when that happened? Because then before you even answer that, Peckins is big time, you know. Peckins alone is just legendary. So let me put it out there. Big respect, much respect to Peckins Studios, Peckins Recordings, Peckins record store. Like these, they're legends. So how in the hell did you even get in there, man? How you getting there?
Well, from school, doing the sound engineering and everything, just doing my thing with my friends and whatnot. Cut a long story short, life goes by, you know, still trying to cut my teeth in the thing, and friend of mine introduces me to Duke Peckins, seeing, and I go down to the shop and everything, we start to rap, and he hears one or two of my things, and he takes me studio, Stingray Studio, and then we just start from there. You know what I mean? It's what I got to know, and I didn't really know before that, is that Duke Peckins and my father were school friends. See?
Oh, look at
So
that.
it's just how the universe bring everything back into balance. You understand? You know, so even up to a day like today, that's a very good relationship I have with both brothers, but especially Duke. You know what I mean? Because the foundation there. You know, so yeah, my brethren introduced me to him, or introduced us. We got to know each other. He got to hear me, and brought me studio initially, a studio down Shepherd's Bush. Recorded a few things, but he allowed, what I like about Peckins is that as an artist, especially I was maybe about late 20s at the time, you know, and you need to develop as an artist, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And some people, it's very rarely that somebody's just completely ready to go, you know what I'm saying? You need, sometimes you have to develop different aspects of your craft and yourself, you see it? So Peckins allowed me to do that. Duke allowed me to do that. I was afforded time in the studio. I recorded, you know what I mean? Put little tunes out there and them kind of thing. But I think it was very much a time of growth, you know what I'm saying, for myself. Because who I was then is different from who I am now, you know? Still the same me, but I've grown musically, I've grown as a person.
As we all do, yeah, you grow. It's either you grow into yourself or you grow out of yourself. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? You grew into yourself, you expanded. So at the time when you went there and you met Duke Peckins, so how old were you by then? As you said, you go through life and everything. So at what age were you then when you did that
That's
recording?
like, I would say when I first licked up the Peckins and them, it was like, I was like, whoa, but either between 25 to 27, right them ages there, you know? So yeah, early still, you know, but
Yeah, it was
because
early days.
yeah, I was very raw, you know, and even I could look back on myself and know that, you know,
Yeah.
you have to find yourself musically, you know, you have to really find who you are, and even down to my vocal range and all these kind of things. I'm a man, I like build rhythm, so I had to work on that as well, and then you know, balancing the two, you know, all these things. It takes time, and it takes a lot of consistency, a lot of patience, you know.
Yeah, consistency, absolutely. So your name, who were you Jah Mega then? Because we saw a video before and your locks were much longer. Were you into the Rastafarian faith from St. Lucia,
Yes.
or so you were?
Well, the only reason I never put my locks while I was in St. Lucia is because I was told by my vice principal at the time, if I put dreadlocks in my hair, I would have to consider giving up my education. So basically, he was telling me if I put locks in my hair, he's going to kick me out. You understand? So,
Wow.
yeah. And then while I was over there, when I left school and everything, and I start work, you know, you're not really, at them time there, you're not really getting no job with no locks on your head, you understand? So I waited till I came back over here, and I started growing my locks when I was about 19, 20. You know what I mean? As soon as I land, really. And I'm a very spiritual person when it comes to them kind of things. So for you to trim down, believe me, it's something deep and personal what happened. You understand? So I just
Well,
leave it
that's
as that.
why. Well, listen. I'm trying for people to understand and know who Jah Mega is. So don't think I don't know what's happening here. I asked you that question because your locks were long. If you still had them, you'd be probably sweeping the floor right now. So that's why I asked you when this happened, right? Because I see the length now, which means you went to a rebirth. But we'll get into that, right? Isn't that correct? Yeah. No things I know about it. Oh yeah. Okay, so then you grew your locks, you're very into you're into your faith now. Is this the Rastafarian faith that like carries you through? Like why the name Jah Mega?
From young, it's really
okay.
The Rastaman them that I've always seen carrying a certain flag, carrying that torch. You understand? When I didn't hear nobody else talking about certain blackness and certain consciousness and what to eat, what not to eat, what to watch, what not to watch, what to say, what not to say on a certain level, you know, and really giving you a sense of who you are, not just in the world, but as a melanated person. You understand? It's really the Rasta
Yes.
man who I see first really pushing hard in the community with the music and everything, you know, and shunning a lot of what, you know what I mean? A lot of people couldn't sacrifice, you know what I mean?
It's true.
Allow the scissors and comb and, you know, so you have to eat
I do.
ital and these things, and even just seeing how them man they live, you know what I mean, was a great example to myself, and it showed me that there's a greater way to be, you know what I mean, and there's a way that I should be manifesting myself, you see, according to who I really am as a black man. You see, so yeah, and sometimes it's like going to war. Sometimes war can last for 100 years, you know. You understand?
Right.
And you have a siege for all 15 years, and then you settle, and then you siege again for all 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
As my dad tell me, it's like it's not a changing of self; it's a redefinition of self. So that's what's happened with me anyway. Just a redefinition. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to wipe the slate clean and come again, you know.
Right. Well, that's why I had to ask the question, because people need to understand who the real Jamaica is, and that's what I'm saying. I see you. I see you 100%. But I see you went through some things. Why you went to the rebirth as with the new hair coming in as the new you.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to the new you. So now the song you did with Pickings, yeah? How well did that do for you? And what's the name of the song?
Well, it's been played on the show today, so
Was it? Was that it? Okay.
So how that song came about is God rest his soul, Scooby Santino. We all know that tragically his life was taken away, and again, the same friend of mine who introduced myself and Peckins to each other, he brought me over to another friend's studio, you know. So I had this big up yourself wherever you done know. And we went to this guy's studio, and I don't even know if we had the intention to do that exact tune, but everything just set the right way. You know, the rhythm, I had the rhythm, I came up with the little lyrics and stuff like that. Record, and even the intro to the tune, the brother that was in the studio, I'd never met the guy before in my life, never seen him since, but he was there at that time to give that little 1970s, 19 whatever kind of little intro at the beginning to say, come in, whatever you said, you know what I'm saying? It was just perfect for at the time, you know, and it all just came together. We done the tune, we listened to it, and we was like, right, this tune it's got our vibes, you know. And that was part of the introduction to Peckins, you know what I'm saying? We brought this tune to them, you know what I mean? And my intention was never a financial thing or nothing like that. I told them straight, if any money did make from that tune, you can give it to the family, as far as I'm concerned. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
We just wanted to offer a tribute to the man, you understand? And the friend, you know? So, yeah, man, and that from that now, because the community itself really came out for Scooby and was touched, you know, in a different way because of how tragically his life was taken. You understand? That tune.
Yeah, I as much as I was here, because as you know, I'm in the States. If you didn't know, let me let people know, because people think I'm right there in London. I am in the United States of America. That is where I reside right now, but born and raised in London. But you know, you hear things, and I did hear about that death, and it is still tragic. It's, and if I'm correct, I don't think whoever did it found. I don't know what was behind that, but what you did for him spoke volumes like that. And you knew him also, right? Because he was also a friend of 10 Star General. Did you actually know him?
Yeah, I knew Scooby. I was actually supposed to do some music with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not to say like I'm gonna stand here and say like, yeah, my virgin mom is linking regular. not nothing like that. But I knew him to say when I see Scooby, we would chat, we would talk. You know, I remember going to his house one time, flats and stuff like that. And, you know, and I was inspired to be around somebody like that because vocally he was a top singer, top singer. You know what I mean? So I could have learned a thing or two from him, definitely. You know, so we had the intention to do some work. So he touched many people in many different ways. You know, and that was very, very how he left us.
Yeah, very senseless killing, which is still going on today. But that, of course, is another story for a whole another day. Because too many innocents, and I understand that Scooby was just one of a kind. He was as genuine as they come, right? So it's just it's a shame. It's sad. It's very sad. Are you there? Okay, yes, it's there. Yeah. It's sad. So that was the song 2009 that you did, and apparently you did quite well. And the place was packed up. Where you was doing the show, the place you're packing the show, man. You're packing.
Yeah, man. It was a nice vibe. People would come out subterranean, you know, in the middle of the ends, you know, Labra Grove and that. So local settings. So it's one thing to perform, but even a sportsman or anybody, but it's in front of the home crowd. It's a different vibes, you know.
Yeah.
When you're local, you know, it's like you're home.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I was living walking distance from subterranean at the time, so.
Oh wow! Look at that. So you were living near Labrador Grove sometimes, you saying?
Yeah, man. I literally came out my yard, walked down to subterranean, chill for a while, and walk back to my house.
Look at that! If only I stayed, I would have been there. I was close to there. I was like in the vicinity. I was raised around that area. So yeah, wow! Look at that small world. So. Yeah, local. We love it. Local. So 10 star. Can you press 10 star?
Yes, Sharon.
Oh, lovely. I will allow you to speak a couple of words because you know. Me and Jah Mega is having a very good time. Listen.
Yeah, I don't want to disturb your flow, but there's a lot of I'm trying to have a one-on-one with StreamYards. But yeah, you continue. Jah Mega does have let me just ask him quickly while I'm here. That song, the tribute to Scooby Santino, was it formally released?
It was on I think the name of the album that Peckins released it on was Old School Young Blood Volume 2.
Okay.
So
Okay. And is no longer available on downloading sites, is it?
I don't think so. I think they still keep the thing very, very old school, you know. So maybe you can get it on vinyl. You know, you can if you look on their Bandcamp. I think you can get it on their Bandcamp. Yes. They're into the Spotify and Apple Music and all them thing there.
Right.
But if you go to the shop, if you link them online, I'm sure they'll be able to direct you in the right way to get it.
Right. So
Old School, New School Volume 2?
Say again. Old School Young Blood Volume.
Old School Young Blood.
Yeah, so it's a purple album.
10 star, please tell me you have the album. No, you know it's purple. You have it. You have it, my friend.
I have quite a few of them, but I don't have that one to hand. I used to have it, but it disappeared off my system. So, yeah. So which is why I recorded that little piece that we saw at the beginning of the show. So really and truly, where your music is concerned, Bandcamp is the best place for people to purchase your music, right?
Yes, that's right. I've got profiles on all the Spotify and Apple and all these things. But if anybody really interested in truly supporting the artists, just go to my Bandcamp because, as you know, Spotify and all these people is a fraction of a cent or a penny.
Yes.
You understand? Whereas with Bandcamp,
Yes, I'll copy things
you
then.
know,
It's true.
yeah, with
Very true.
Bandcamp now, if the people want to give me the privilege of supporting my music, then they are safe in knowing that I get up to 82%. You know what I'm saying? Of any payment.
Nice.
So at least we can eat a little food and punch the electric, you know.
There you go. There you go. And that's what it's about. Sharon, I'm going to let you continue with your conversation. At some point, when you're ready to, because I've got 2 brand new songs for Jamaica, which have they probably been released, my brother? Have they been released?
Yeah. Coming off of there, I have an album working on with Duke as the executive producer right now, and it's in the making. But yeah, man, you have a sneak preview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jamaica has been kind enough to allow us to have a sneak preview into 2 songs that he has coming out. One of them is called Bed of Roses, right?
That's right. Yes. Because
okay, so we're going to play that. And we do have another one. What's the name of the other one?
I think it's the one I sent you was...
Okay, we're going to play those 2. All right. Before we continue, let's just play this. Before we play 2 of the new songs that he has, okay? This is Jamaica.
Yeah.
That you're tired and you're lonely. Well, you could be my one and my only. Just always keep it real, don't ever be a phony. Why don't you come over here and hold me? Take up my number so whenever you can phone me. I hope you're not the type to try to control me. You could be my lover and my roses.
That was one of the songs that Jamaica has done called She Wanted. Where did you perform that particular song?
Yes, where?
I can pick up the video, man. My brethren, Sean Keys. That his family has a lovely Jamaican restaurant called Just Jerk right by the Arsenal Stadium, the Emirates Stadium, and that is the settings for the video. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, people go visit Just Jerk if you like it. Jerk chicken, little Ray and nephew, and yeah, man, go check out me.
Yes.
Brilliant
Okay.
song. Now, when was that particular song released?
Ooh, that was I would say that's about 3 years ago, so like 2021.
2021, okay.
Oh, okay.
I think that was just after the COVID, isn't it?
Yeah, well, them couldn't keep me inside, so I'm in a business with them.
And you continue to work with Peckins, who you and Karen have had, your conversation about how you came into contact with Peckins and that, and you continue to have this wonderful work relationship where they're able to bring definitely the best out of Jamaica, and in that, rather than me say what I'm saying, which feels like I'm just boosting up your head, I want them to hear that Jamaica is the real deal. All right? There's no if, no buts, no maybes. Hear it for yourself. And we're privileged to be able to play this. So we want to big up Peckins Records, big up the Duke, big up Chris Peckins, the whole Peckins family, and big up Jah Mega for giving us the go ahead to play this. Take a listen.
The Live Conversation Show.
Life is no bed of roses. I said life is no bed of roses. I know life is no bed of roses. Careful who you tell your business and we do you a roll. Whoa, cause I've seen blood on the street. Best of brethren turn into enemy. Kuba them tea can't find nothing for eat. Only Jaja know how mama did that weed. Well, not a friend or money in my pocket. No sell out and no kick the bucket. No.
Sneak preview. Yeah, man. I love that particular track. Sneak preview. I love that particular song. Now, when is that particular song, Bed of Roses, going to be released?
Well, we're aiming to hopefully drop before the end of the year. You know.
Okay.
But as you know, you can plan still, but life can deal with the wicked sometimes, and things come up. And but yeah, just to do a few more things and have it ready to go on road. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hopefully, for the end of the year, should be able to give people a nice, even though I'm born Christmas, but give people a nice seasonal present. So
yeah. Now, I understand you're working on an album. Am I correct with Peckins Records, right?
Yeah. That's who I'm doing the album with. Yes.
So what's going to come first? Are you going to be releasing singles, or is it the whole album is going to be released at one time?
Yeah, it's going to be a whole album. We're not completely decided on how many tunes yet, but at least 12 tunes. Man. You can't go no less than 10 to 12. See?
Right. Okay.
And, yes. There will be singles released off of the album. But this is going to be the album project, you know. And I'm looking forward to it because I've always released singles, you know. So it's going to be nice for me to really put a body of work together and present it to the world.
How do you write music? What goes through your mind? What influences you to write?
I remember my dad telling me, just make sure when you sing about love. You understand? So love is like, if you got love is like a circle, there's 360 degrees, right? So there's many different aspects to love.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You can express love and you can do it forcefully. You understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes. And then love can be the most gentlest touch. You know what I mean? And sometimes love can be a thing where you stop and you take a look and realize something where nobody else is not realizing because nobody's not stopping.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess my intention with everything I write, every music I make, is to sing a song of love.
Right.
You understand? That's the ultimate message. And I just decide how I'm going to go about it, you know? What's really going to be the theme here, you know? And
so the message is love.
Sorry?
The message is love.
The message is always love, whether it's I'm speaking to the Empress them, you know what I mean? Whether it's I'm speaking to my virgin them, my people them, you know, whether I'm talking about something I might be upset about, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm coming from a place of love, because love is the ultimate, understand? But
how are you able to stay grounded with a lot of the negativity that the media, especially social media, tends to throw at us? I mean, even yourself, we see all these images. You're about love, and you got to stay grounded to the message that you're trying to portray. So how are you able to filter out the negative and keep the positive flowing?
Can you guys see me and hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay, it's gone. Come out and come back in if you can't hear me.
Oh no, he's just like, why? No, so I said we're gonna keep going because his story is interesting as a young man, and I like who he is. He's a good dude, and
like I say, Peckin's Records is able to bring out the best in Jah Mega, you know, and
yeah,
I've
and that's
seen
what it
that
is.
in many
Yeah,
productions.
I've never actually. Have you ever been over to Pecking's? You know, that's one of the places I don't think I ever went to, but I promise you, when I get there, you and I are going to go together. Let me reintroduce myself. Okay, that's a bet.
That's
God willing.
definitely.
When I get there, we're going to go over there, and you know what? It would be nice to do an interview actually.
Very true. Very true.
We need. Yes, I think that is the next step. I would like to interview Peckins because I'm such a fan. And can you hear us, Jah Mega?
I can hear you now, yes.
Lovely. I was just saying that Peckins was just one of the record shops I never got to go to, and that's when I reach. And I'm not saying when I reach, but when I reach, you know, sooner rather than later, I want to go there. Maybe, in fact, when I get there, I might call you, but like, listen, I'm coming. I'm going to go over to Peckins, me, you, and Tensor. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I need to go down there.
Yes. Have to.
Yeah. So he has another brand new song. I'm going to play that song right now.
The other one, yeah.
So here's another one, and Demeter can talk us through it.
The Live Conversation Show.
Fire blaze, let the fire blaze. Read yeah. Now flip it up with mine. Show they get to you, them all that suffer, so them turn to their guns and crime. Now flip it up with mine. Show the government a muck around and leave the get to you, them behind. Now flip it up with mine. Hey, bun a dirty living and bun pedophiles it time. Now flip it up with mine. Can't believe a certain man a pray and go try rape of a little child. Well, right now the government a get bun. Down in a they get a not a food it a run. And get a youth want education. They get a youth them want more good for them my own weapon feed.
That's your wicked.
Did you hear the lyrics though? Listen, did you hear the lyrics?
Yeah.
Jah Mega, I think you're my new
Let
friend.
me drop down. I'm going to let you and Jamaica talk, all right? So I'm going to drop down, continue a conversation.
Jah Mega, listen to me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, friend?
Yes.
Boy, I mean, I know I have to say to you right now, but we have nothing. So hold on there. Jah Mega, listen. You are the future, friend. You are the future. Yes. Your words were carefully written. Your words were carefully written and well thought out. You understand? So you didn't throw this out in a rough way. It was just, you just flowed in there. Because I was like, what William just said? Wait. Yes, you have to talk up the things. You have to. This is what is happening. So you know who you are. Yep, you know who you are. You know who you are and what you're. I see life like this. Everybody has a mission, you know. Everybody has a mission. And if your mission is in music, make sure that you're spreading the correct words. Yeah? You're sending out the right message. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You have chosen to stay that. You have chosen to stay that course. Now, this album that you're doing, those songs are going to be on there as well, even though you may release them as singles or when, but these songs are going to be on the album. Is that correct? Oh no, did you freeze? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, friend? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you hear me? Okay, stop. I'm saying as much as the songs will be released as singles, they will be on the album. Is that correct?
Yeah, we will get to make a decision on what will get released as singles. I suppose, that's something we have to sit down and discuss. And but that tune in particular is a favorite of mine, so I'm probably
It
gonna
is.
twist the arm.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely hear that and feel that. So I want to ask you this question really quickly because we're going to be rounding up the show. But when I saw the album cover, or what it's going to look like, if that's the case, I like it. This is a part of your rebirth. Is that correct? This is Jah Mega's rebirth. Is that correct?
It is it's a lot more like one returning to oneself. See?
Yeah, so rebirth.
Yeah.
It is.
So it's like I'm living in the joy of finding myself all over again.
But you can see it in your whole look, though. You can see it, your hair. You can see it. So I've said this before. To understand where I'm coming from, you know who you are now, and you know what you have to do.
Yeah, no belief, because belief.
There's no belief. You know who you are. You know who you are, and you know what you have to do. I see it in your whole spirit, and that's the beautiful thing, because the smile behind the song itself, what you just did, I love it. As much as everybody's gotten a sneak preview, I love it. I love the tone. Man, you have it. You've rediscovered and redefined who you are, and you're bringing it out now. So I say kudos to you on this one, man. Whatever you got coming, yeah, but that's it. Whatever you got coming, I think everybody's ready for it. If your message is love, which is the universal language, you'll be able to hit everybody in some way. Not just a love song, but just the melody and how you flow, you'll be able to connect people in the love and righteousness. Yes, with a 10 star, I don't have to sing, I'm just saying, look at this young man. You see the light is shining on him, because that song right there, I mean, I liked Bed of Roses, it's beautiful. But the second one there,
yeah, he always, Jah Mega always struck me as an artist, even from the 90s when I heard him. You could be fooled if you go by what social media shows you. You could be fooled into thinking that Jah Mega just popped up onto the music scene just the other day, right?
Yeah.
But only if you know the man himself and how far he's come to get to this point. I've known about him since the 90s. Like I may have said during the beginning of the show, the minute you did that tribute song to a good friend, because me and Scooby were like this, we used to play at Goldo Crow, just to give people a little history, all right? There were some guys from Saxon, and then one of them who used to follow Saxon, Henry Saxon, came to look for me and wanted me to be part of a crew that went to play at a place. Just like to come out of Goldo Crow, there's a little shubeen just near a shop. I don't know if you know that area. And once you go down to the basement, there's a whole, like a big dance area, right? And we used to play music in the shubeen downstairs. So me, Scooby, Henry Saxon, quite a few others, Silvertone Town, we would play at the shubeen down there. where Scooby used to bring his little system, Henry will bring his, I'll bring a ton load of my records, and we used to just mash up the place, right? So that's where I really met Scooby, and then he sang at my first wedding when I got married, you know? So we go way back. And then when I heard he got stabbed, I couldn't believe it. And then lo and behold, there's a guy called Shaka who did a tribute. And then you came along, you did yours. And there's another guy called Head Top. You know Head Top, right? And Head Top did his own tribute, you know. But yours stood out for me, you know what I mean? So years later, when I got in contact with you, there's another guy that I was familiar with was Demolition Man. I kept on thinking, wait, which one is Jamaica? Which one is Demolition Man? I don't know.
There's
Maybe
only
that
one,
was the
like the
Great Beard
Highlander.
syndrome. Huh?
There's only one, just like the Highlander.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, and then lo and behold, he's here. I know he has a lot to say. And to me, I couldn't understand why you were sprinkling out music. Why was that? Why were you sprinkling out music in that period?
Well, you see, I just guess at that time in my life, I wasn't settled. You see, yes, I got you. You know what I mean? And I just probably wasn't in a place where I really had the space to just knuckle down and go all in with the music. You know what I mean? So you have to balance life itself. You know what I mean? With being able to give of yourself to do this thing, because
Right.
I'm not gonna go and record anything or even build a rhythm and half of my spirit's involved. I have to be fully immersed. You understand?
Yeah.
So most times when I do music, I can't even have nobody around me because I might not even be physically where I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone, I'm traveling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spiritually, mentally.
Yeah.
So that's how much I have to. That's where I got to get myself to even make music. And then if life doesn't allow you the time, the space, especially the headspace, you know what I mean? You have to. It's difficult to get the balance. You see.
How do you get the balance? Because you're a family man also, yeah? How many kids you have right now?
I live alone with my 3 kids. I got 2
So you,
daughters, 14, 11, and my youngest, my son, he's 9.
wow, big family man. I love that.
Yeah.
You know,
But
and
listen,
I know
did you hear that? He lives alone. I'm sorry, did you say you live alone?
But do it, man. Sold that business, you know.
right, Sharon, round up the show. Do your thing, round up the show, and just lead them to the end of the show, Sharon. I'm just gonna do a little thing on the outside. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I said I'll drop that little tidbit because whoever's watching, like, oh, he's a family man. Oh, is he by himself? But you are very involved in your children's lives, are you not?
Yes, man. Every day, every school run, everything. There.
And you have daughters, so whatever you put out there, your children are in. You know what I'm saying? Your children are here and in your heart to know that whatever you're putting out there, they don't know that daddy's making conscious music. You know what I'm saying? That's so important. You're leaving your legacy. It's a legacy. You're going to have children and you're involved in music. Make sure you're putting out, putting the right word. Positivity, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. They will only do what they're taught. Kids only follow what they see. You understand? So if I don't carry myself in a certain way, even musically, you know what I mean, then I'm not really setting the right foundation, or you know what I mean, creating the right legacy. You know, I'm creating the path for them to go off the path, really. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's true, but no, it's the truth. It's the truth. However, let me say this, because we are rounding up the show. So as Tensar said, let me do my thing. So this is what I'm saying, what I see for you. Your whole, there is a thing about you that, again, it's like a light. Some people you can see their light bright. You are showing this, which means to me that wherever you are on a mental at this moment in time, you are good with it. You have peace. You have a peace that's surrounding you. It's clearly, it shows in your smile, in the way you conducted yourself today, which was a really, really good interview. And for those who didn't know about Jah Mega, they found out today what your inspirations are, what started you off. But you, Jah Mega, your work is only just beginning, because you've now gone through this rebirth, and it shows. It just shows where you are. You've gone through this rebirth, and it's really showing that you are more centered. You're more centered than you were back then, which is why I kept saying you now know who you are. If you now know who you are, then you will continue to make incredible music. Am I correct in what I'm telling you?
Yes, definitely. It's like you said, where I am now, mind, body, and soul. It's I just could say it's a balance, and that's
Yeah,
all
you're
I'm really asking.
exactly, but it shows. It shows, which is a very beautiful thing. You're at peace with who you are and what you need to do. So clearly, I know what I'm saying. It's showing, bro. And as you build, continue to do this music, continue to do conscious music, continue to spread the love, as you stated. Right? Again, love is a universal language, but continue to spread that love to your brothers. With all what's going on in England, all over the world, but mostly our brothers and sisters in England, the young people. That is your mission. Know what your mission is. That is one of your missions, to continue to teach and spread whatever that light is you have. You gotta spread it, brother. You have to. That is, listen, that is the assignment. Whether you choose to believe it or not, that is your assignment. You're doing. I'm so happy to meet you. It's been an honor talking to you. I'm so happy to meet you, as I can see that your works is just beginning. Yeah, your works is just beginning. This is what Sharon sees. So you came to Sharon's Corner. This is my vision for you. This is what I see. So please accept the message, because that's what it is, your mission.
The message accepted, mission accepted, you know?
All right.
Jah Mega,
Yeah.
listen, your place in the music industry is set. You know, you definitely have your place. Like I say, I don't rampage you in your music, and I tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Anytime I see Jah Mega releases a tune, I go into Bandcamp, because I know that's where he releases his music, and click, and I buy up the tune then. You know what I mean? I'm actually looking forward to the album. Jah Mega is the man to watch, okay? He sprinkles out his music, but watch this album. I bet you this album with Peckins is going to be a tough album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. 100%. That's going to be a proper.
Jah Mega, I want you to be able to talk to people. Tell them what's on your mind. Talk to your fans, talk to the people listening. You know, tell them where they can find you. You know, I believe in you. Sharon believes in you. There's many out there who believe in you. Talk to your people then.
Okay.
Talk to
Go
your
ahead.
people, Jah Mega. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to your fan base. Talk to the people that, you know, are tuning into you right now. Tell them where they can find you. Talk to your fan base.
First and foremost, give thanks to anybody and everybody who's viewing, who's logged in, taking the time to to listen to me chat enough, you know, enough love. If you'd like to listen to or purchase any of my music, just go to jamaicamusic.bandcamp.com. That's jamaicamusic.bandcamp.com. And anything I will be releasing in the future will be available there. My current release, Black Pearl, is out now. You lot can check it out on YouTube. Or if you have Spotify, if you have Apple Music, whatever, you know, you can check it out. But just give thanks to everybody who's been supporting, including yourself, 10 Star Sharon. You know, thanks for having me on. I was really looking forward to it, and I enjoyed the little conversation, you know. Man, blessings to everyone. And support the thing, man, because we'll have a lot more to come, you know.
Yeah.
What do your children think of Daddy's music? What do they say?
Say about my music?
Yeah, your kids.
What do they say?
Well, my oldest daughter, she build rhythm as well, and she sings.
She sings too.
She sings too, yeah. To be quite honest, my children are really straight to the point, like myself. So if I done a tune and it didn't sound correct, it didn't have to reach a road. You understand? I would know. I would know if I miss a note, if rhythm notes, because they know the levels, they know how hard I work to keeping myself on a certain level. So anything that dropped below the level, even they as children who've grown right in the midst of everything I'm doing, they know straight away when they don't cut the mustard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight away. But they're used to it. They're just used to it's music run this family, you know. We're a musical family, microphone, computer, keyboard, everything there. They're used to it.
Right. And you do your own production from home too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Even with my latest release, Black Pearl, I build the rhythm, mix everything, vocal, harmonies, everything. DIY.
Right. The best is yet to come, and we salute you. Sharon, we're going to round up the show. Like I said again, it's a blessing to have you on the show. I apologize to all our listeners. My participation in this interview today was minimal because I've been back and forth with StreamYard about the external noise that you might be hearing. It hasn't always been like that, and I'm hoping it's just a one-off situation. So we're going to be back here next week on the 21st. We're going to have a group or, record label called Shining Stars Records. Alistair Mason and the full crew will be here to talk about the merry-go-round rhythm, and they'll be here on the 21st. Same place, same time, same place. All right. If you do believe in and you do love what you hear, if you love our interviews, you love this channel, whatever is the case, help us to subscribe and bring on some more people to subscribe. Like and subscribe. You know?
Wait, say that again. Wait, hold on. Say that again, Jah Mega.
Make sure them finger now have no concrete tonight. Lift up your finger and press the like, subscribe.
Yes, that's right.
Let me just mention these names that I can see. I can see Kathy Foster in the building. Thank you for being here. I saw Janice Taylor earlier. Thank you for being here. Marshall Lambert, thank you for being here. Nikki Cottrell, thank you for being here. Kerry Lopez in Jamaica, thank you so much for being here. Aisha Chandler, thank you for being here. And Mazzy, sorry, I can't pronounce the last name. I do believe from Africa. Thank you for also being here. And many others who are here that I cannot see the names. Thank you all for being here. I can also see, what's this name here? What's the name?
Anon.
Okay,
Yeah.
Anonymous, yes. Thank you for being here. Kathy Foster, maximum respect. Let's see what this message is. Nice, Jah Mega. Keep pushing forward. Big up. All
Big
right.
up all the comments, all everybody tuning in and leaving little comments.
So we're going to end the show just like this. We're going to end the show just like this. I'm just going to play all the videos we played earlier. If you missed them, we're going to play them again. All right. This is the first video you're going to see is Jamaica with that tribute song to my good old friend Scooby Santino. All right, so here we go. First one.
Big up yourself here, and they don't know. Yeah, come on in. Watch it. Santino, John, know we miss you so. Lord, only God is me apart. Scooby like you never gonna. We go. Yeah. Santino, Jah know we miss you so. Only your heart is where I want. Scooby like you never gonna. I can't believe what they say. They say the present life in a slow way, but you feel Scooby. Retire because justice is what is required. They don't do me. I say your memory live on. We have to remember you in the song. Really and truly, remember you should have never gone. Scooby, Santino. Jah know we miss you so. Hey, only my heart is where I want. Scooby like sugar never gonna. I can't believe what they say. They take my project life in a subway, but you kill Scooby, I forget the fire. Police say them not on. Just know them a liar down. Rasta could never retire because justice is what is required. Scooby, say you should not live alone. We have to remember you in the song. Really and truly, I know they should not live alone. Tell me what they is going on. They just Scooby. I say your memory live on, so we have to remember you in the song. Really and truly, I know you should not live alone. Tell me what's going on. As they see it, I saw me up and talk. Them kill Scooby, so I'm gonna shot me back. Whoever do it to you, I'm talking. When we get shoot, only back shot will be talking. They shoot and they got us Scooby. Now they get someone who want to rise up and Uzi. And now, what kind of thing they might do me? Oh, what we turn and soul me lose and see. Scooby, you should have never gone. Say yo, really and truly. You should have never gone. I mean to tell me what they got going on. Hey, I'm Scooby. I say you never really gone, so we have to remember you in the song. Really and truly, I know you should have never gone. Tell me what's going on. Santino, Jah know we miss you so. Only my heart is where I want. Say Scooby, I should have never gone. No, I can't believe what they say. They say my project life in a subway, but you will Scooby. I forget the fire. Police jump out now, no. Jah know them all I got you. Rasta could never retire because justice is what is required. Scooby, I say you never really want. We have to remember you in a song. Really and truly, I know you should have never gone. Last year, Scooby Santino, rest in peace.
Yo, let me tell you something. I am a big fan of Jamaica. The onslaught continues.
Oh Lord, now she really need my love. Oh, in the morning and the evening time, yeah. My love, she wants it in
if you really wanna know me, then show me. I see it in your eyes that you're tired and you're lonely. Well, you could be my one and my only. Just always keep it real, don't ever be a phony. Why don't you come over here and hold me? Take out my number so whenever you can phone me. I hope you're not the type to try to control me. You could be my lover and my roses.
You think that's how we stop? We have more, man.
The Live Conversation Show.
Life is no better roses. I said life is no better roses. I know life is no better rose. Careful who you tell your business and we do you a roll. Whoa, cause I've seen blood on the street. Best of brethren turn into enemy. Go bad empty, can't find nothing for eat. Only judge I know how woman did that we eat. Well, not a friend or money in my pocket. No sell out and no kick the bucket. No.
All right. We're going to give you one more. All right. We're going to give you one more. All right. And this one is called Talk Your Mind. All right. Take a listen.
The Live Conversation Show.
Fire blaze, let the fire blaze. Read yeah. Now free to talk with mine. Should they get to you, them all that suffer, so them turn to their guns and crime. Now free to talk with mine. Should the government muck around and leave the get to you, them behind. Now free to talk with mine. Hey, but not dirty living and bun pedophiles it time. Now free to talk with mine. Can't believe a certain man a pray and go try rape of a little child. Well, right now the government a get burned. Down in a they get not a food it a run. And get a youth want education. They get a youth them want more food for them and you we gun feed.
Yeah, Mega. I love that.
Yes, man. Give thanks to them, man.
Listen. 10-star, you're muted. Muted.
Omega, 10-star salute.
Yes, sir.
Me too.
Respect that.
All right. So we're going to be back here next week, ladies and gentlemen. You heard some Jamaica back to back. The album is going to be amazing when it comes out. We'll be plugging it right here as soon as it does come out. We're big supporters. Everything about Jamaica is A+. Don't
Yes,
just
we
take
are.
my word for it. You heard it for yourself. All right. So, Sharon, we're going to get out of here and we're going to prepare ourselves for next week. Next week is going to be a madness. All right. Shining Stars are going to be our guests. Up until then, it's goodbye. Anything you want to say, Sharon, before we leave?
I'm just saying, please like, subscribe, and share. For more artists like this, Jah Mega. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, brother. Yes. I got you. You're right here in the heart. Yes. Please like, subscribe, and share. Big.
God bless. We're out of here, people. Salute. And I promise next week the sound quality will be better. All right.
Yes.